How much deeper underwater can this woman actually get? Hello everyone, how's everyone keeping? So thanks very much for coming back. I am going to be talking about the one and only Little Miss Princess, Little Miss Diva, you know, which of course is, as you've already guessed from the title anyways, would obviously tell you, Brie Larson. Because I am getting tired of the nonsense that she is coming off with, and she just doesn't stop. I'm also going to be showing little clips as well from videos that I have seen, because I'm getting tired of YouTubers coming on and talking about her, and then they get comments which I have seen it saying, oh, show me the proof. I don't think that Brie Larson would have said that. Well, I'm sorry, you're wrong, and I am going to prove it, because I am going to be bringing videos up. Now, the first one that I'm going to be bringing up is of Brie Larson herself. It's clearly her. You'll get to see her in the clip that I'm going to bring up. And it's her basically saying that the movie A Wrinkle in Time is not for 40-year-old white men. She said it's not for them. Really sorry that I'm going to have to show her sour face, but sorry to do it, guys. Here we go.
I do not need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him about A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him.
The next one is ridiculous. It's Brie Larson actually saying that the interviewer asked, you know, what is it like to be a woman working in film? And her answer was, it's really hard. Like, the poor woman, guys. Here we go again.
One more question. What does it mean to be a woman in film?
It means it's really hard. And if you're a woman of color, then it's really, really hard.
And I'm happy that you are aware and you're making it making others, yeah, absolutely, spreading that. But I appreciate that, and that it's so true. But you know, that's why we're here. We need women in film. You know, we need an award show like this to give everyone, hopefully, including, you know, black, white, purple, you know, that exposure and that truth, you know.
I mean, how embarrassing is that? I cannot remember females like Scarlett Johansson I can't remember her ever complaining about being a woman in film and it being hard, or it being such a hard thing in life, you know. And why is she complaining? The next clip, I was really annoyed when I seen this. It is basically her stating that because she trained in martial arts for 9 months, let's all give her a tarara and woohoo! Well done, Brie Larson, you have studied in martial arts for 9 months. And what she basically says is that it changes your mind, right guys? It changes your mind. And she thought, like, I was walking down the street, and she actually said this, I'm going to show you in a second, so don't worry, saying that, oh, that guy there in the jean jacket, I could totally flip him.
Prepping for this role, you mentioned that you've been through a transformation as well. Could you tell us a little bit more about how you've kind of infused some of the insights you've gleaned from this experience into playing Captain Marvel and going through that transformation?
Yeah, totally. So for me, it's all about putting myself in experiences that allow me to like confront myself, and then those real things I can infuse into it. And so the main piece in this was her strength and getting strong and meditating a lot on what female strength could look like, and not wanting to just emulate things that I had seen on screen before, but to kind of understand what that felt like and embodied within myself. And so I kind of went on this path of just training every day for 9 months to see like what I was made of and how strong I could get in the end. And it changed me so much. It changed my mind. It changed the way I viewed the world, especially martial arts. It's crazy how differently you start to view the world and people that are standing in front of you. I would like, once I started doing more judo, I'd be like, oh, that guy has a jean jacket on. I could totally throw him right now. It's just weird. Your brain goes to these crazy places. But there's something about pushing yourself beyond a threshold that's comfortable and then going even further than that. And I was lucky to have a really great trainer, Jason Walsh, who got me into weightlifting. And it was really that. It was these moments of that breakthrough of going beyond what you thought was possible, what you thought your body was capable of doing. And it means sometimes that you end up on the floor crying, like begging for it to stop.
Now, what I have to say about this is there's plenty of girls that go out and do martial arts, karate, judo, kickboxing, you know, lots of different classes that they do to keep themselves fit. So does that mean that they get the opportunity to say what she said? I absolutely love martial arts. My favourite two would probably be Bruce Lee and Tony Jaa. I am obsessed with them. Now Tony Jaa, you know, he goes and trains and things like that and does martial arts in Thailand, right? Thailand, for goodness sake, woman. And you probably got, you know, the privilege, like, because you are a princess, you know, you got the chance to probably do it in, you know, a nice fancy gym or, you know, a big fancy grass area somewhere. You get what I mean, guys, you know. She is so friggin' spoilt. She won an Oscar for a little indie film. She got an Oscar for that. So why did she not get an Oscar for being a friggin' drama queen? She thinks she's better than Nick Fury. She thinks she's better than Thor. You know, I mean, no, woman, that's not how the world works. They have been in movies for years upon years upon years, all building up to Endgame, right? And you have got me really worried about Endgame. I know men that only want to go and see this to link between Infinity War and Endgame, because they have even said it's going to be difficult to even look at your face. The next clip I'm going to show you, I'm just going to move on because I'm getting angry. The next clip that I'm going to show you guys is a girl basically asked her, because Samuel L. Jackson has been saying that Brie has been continuously, monotonously sending her training montages of her training. Because, you know, she works so hard, guys, and I mean, she's doing this for me, she's doing this for all the women out there, so go Brie Larson. You are making us look really strong, and I am so proud of you. Well, this girl in the audience, I freaking love you. You're awesome, whoever you are. She asked the question, you know, why are you doing that? Why are you sending, you know, these training montages? Like, pretty much, is that not a bit random? And I'm going to show you her response, which was like, it was just to brag.
Mr. Samuel L. Jackson mentioned that you keep sending him videos of your training and workout, and then sending him over the years, the past 2 years. So the motive behind you keep sending him the video, is it to motivate him to get in shape 30 years younger?
Nah, it was just to brag. Legitimately, right? But it's like, when you're pushing a Jeep up a hill for 60 seconds, I feel like you're allowed to brag about it.
Oh, absolutely. Bragging rights galore. Thank you. Yes.
Sorry if you almost fell asleep there, guys. Not going to judge any of you if you did. But did anybody else notice when Samuel L. Jackson, when she said, oh, you know, when you push a Jeep for 60 seconds, what's not to brag about or whatever? And Samuel L. Jackson goes, to me, when someone does that, that's not saying that it was, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was his way of going, did you see that, everybody in this audience of this panel thing or whatever this is that's going on for this movie of Captain Marvel? This is what we have had to suffer. He thought she was the most important thing on that whole panel of the other people from the movie. I mean, no, love, that's not how the world works. You have to let other people feel important too, but she just kind of looks like I hope everybody's going to ask me a question next, because, you know, I am so friggin' fantastic. You know, let people see the movie first, and then if you want to brag, fair enough, I'm not going to judge you as much, but at least let people have the movie be released. I mean, my goodness, get a hold of yourself, woman. Calm yourself down. I wonder, was Samuel L. Jackson sitting there, guys, and thinking, you know, I have been in many of these wonderful Marvel movies, and not any of the other characters got on like this. And I'm not saying that they did or they didn't, guys. All I'm saying is I haven't heard about it. Look, you only need to search Brie Larson on YouTube, guys, to see how much she's being talked about, and she's doing it to herself. You know, we're not doing this for no reason, and I'm doing this to speak up and say, you know, I think it's embarrassing and it's not fair, you know, the things that she's coming off with and the things that she's saying. I've been saying about her face looking, you know, really like sad and dry and just no personality whatsoever. So here is a fantastic example that I want to make. Fair enough, she lived on a Kree planet, and, you know, as you see in the trailers, you know, she starts getting flashbacks. You know, she's a wee bit sort of like her face is, you know, the way it is. But yet she's able to just quickly turn around and be quick to answer to Nick Fury, oh no, and correct him. I'm a noble warrior hero. But yet, let's look at Thor. Thor came from freaking Asgard, right? But when he came down to Earth, what did Marvel bring with it? Thor's culture, Thor's personality. For goodness sake, when he woke up and the doctors were all around him and everything, he was all getting annoyed like, get off me, you know, like still being the same. Then he's in a cafe and he gets his cup of coffee and he's like, I like it, more. And then he just throws it and smashes it on the ground. You know, because he doesn't understand, and then he walks outside and there's lots of cars in the road, and obviously, you know, you and I know you can't just do that, but he doesn't understand, so he just walks out like, you know, they're going to stop for me and I don't understand why they're coming towards me anyways, you know. And then you've also got Loki, who thinks everybody is beneath him, just like, you know, Brie Larson does, and he is a villain, but yet he's so cocky that it's actually funny. He is absolutely hilarious. Like, he was looking down at the Hulk in Avengers. Then the Hulk just walks over and just grabs him like a child's toy and just starts thrashing him back and forward. That part is absolutely hilarious. I was actually watching Avengers last night. But this is the thing, you know, that's what I actually love the most about Marvel, and that's what I think is going to be so wrong with Captain Marvel, because this is the thing, Marvel know how to do comedy, and it's cheesy comedy. No idea, I just love cheesy humour. But they do it right. That sets with the tone of the movie. And, you know, as I'm saying, Loki has a serious tone to his character, but he's freaking hilarious, right? So it's okay, you know what I mean? And then you've also got Thor. He's from Asgard, for goodness sake, but he still comes down to earth and he has the same personality like he did when he's in Asgard. To me, Thor set up the comedy for the MCU movies that actually followed. So to be honest, this woman has me really worried about Endgame. It's a movie that I can't even explain how excited I am for Endgame. So I really hope that she's not going to mess it up, even though I think she will mess it up. But I'm not really trying to think about that at the minute, to be honest, because I'm too excited. I'm not even going to go there. I don't have the energy to think, oh no, I can't go and see Endgame. I'm going to be going and seeing it. I'm going to be going and seeing it, and I really hope that she doesn't mess it up. The last thing that I want to say is that Brie Larson should have just let the movie, you know, speak for itself. You know, there is a saying that the quietest person in the room is probably the smartest, you know. So really what she should have done was just kept quiet. And I mean, I know I said that was the last thing I was going to say, but one last thing that I wanted to say was, she was sitting on the panel with the likes of Nick Fury when I was showing you that clip. And I mean, she should have respect that she has just came along after all these movies have been building up all these years, and she thinks that she can just come along and be like, oh, but I'm going to be like the strongest and I am going to be this wonderful woman and everybody should look up to me. No, love, that is not how the world works. That is definitely not how the world works. I am sorry. And another thing, see if her movie doesn't do well, right? I bet you any money, come back to this video, if it doesn't do well, it probably will, because people are going to be so intrigued to see who's this woman that's been creating a fuss. People will probably even go and see it that don't even like Marvel, just out of curiosity, because it's got everybody talking, let's face it, and I think it's probably a publicity stunt. But if it's not, Brie Larson really is so silly. Do you know what I think, guys? If this movie doesn't do too well, she is going to come up with all the excuses of the day of why her movie didn't do well. But I can actually tell her now, before the movie comes out, if it doesn't do that great or as well as she wanted it to do, it is because you created all your own self-inflicted problems. Let me know if you think Brie Larson can get any deeper underwater, and what are all your thoughts on the clips that I showed? Is there anything that you would like to say? And are you going to be going to see Captain Marvel? Thank you so much for watching my video. There is plenty more to come. If you like Star Wars, you like Marvel, movie reviews, trailer reactions, and just all random sorts of stuff, then please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. And please leave me a comment and share my video with your friends. And yeah, until my next video, may the Force be with you always. Bye guys.